Hello everyone, I-0386SX, and it's another exciting edition of the 286 restoration, the LTE 286 restoration. Before we can do much of anything else, I'm going to recap this thing. You may not need it, I don't know. The caps are probably about as old as I am, maybe a few years less. So I'm going to err on the side of caution, and we're going to recap this thing. Somewhere along the line, I lost one of the screws that went to this, so we're going to have we'll be missing a screw, but that's okay. But yeah, there's 2 screws total, one right there, and there are some snaps that do hold this thing together, so do bear that in mind when you're tearing into this. And that's what you have. That is the guts of this unit. I did not try to find a replacement for this cap. I hope it doesn't come to bite me later on, but usually these do not have a problem. But yeah, we got some caps to replace. And I have a feeling I missed a couple, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Or some of these are in back order. Oh my goodness, I think we have a problem here. No, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, let me do just a full disclaimer up front. Some of the things you may see in this video may not be done completely correct. There may be better ways to go about what I'm about to do with this adapter. I also neglected to order some capacitors for this unit. I hope I can skip the 2 or 3 capacitors that I missed. One of them being this one right here. Now that we have gone on with our disclaimer, hello everyone, I-0386SX, and what we have here is a Compaq LTE 286 power brick. It is a series 2692. There are 2 screws to get into this unit and a couple of snaps. Yeah, we are zoomed in just a bit. So, yes, so once you get that out of the way, then you should be able to get into your unit with little trouble. But for the capacitors that I do know about, I will show you that list shortly. But this one right here, I think I skipped that one because I couldn't get a good value off of it. So I think that's why I missed that one. The other one that I missed isn't this one right here, this 82 microfarad 25 volt. So I missed that one, and of course the big one, but I think the big one's okay here, but we'll see. But let's get the old parts list up here, and yeah, so here's your parts list in a nutshell. The height and diameter are all in metric, in millimeters to be exact. We do not measure with bananas or any of that other non-traditional things. I use coming from the corgi lover, I've actually seen corgis used as units of measurement. It's a little bit funny considering that's a dog from Wales, but a fully American way of measuring things. But regardless, so these are the caps I know about. Do bear in mind that the big one is missing, but I'll put that value in here right now. So we got a 150 microfarad at 400. And we'll just measure it right now since we're here. So we got a diameter of 22 millimeter. And the height might be a little tougher to get, but we will say 40 millimeter for that. It might be a little bit too tall for it, but it's definitely not more than 40. Now, let me get back to the view here that we need to get to. I don't know if I can show this. Oh, actually, yes, I can. So you'll notice this says WV after 400. Good luck trying to find that. But the good news is the ones with volts will work just fine. There's really no difference between the working voltage and the voltage in the terms of capacitors. So now that we have our board pretty much exposed, and I don't think there's any, the temperature rating, I believe these are 85s. I'm trying to find one on here that's, oh no, these are 105s, but as far as I know, the caps that I replaced them with are also 105 Celsius, but regardless, this thing typically doesn't get that hot. So, yeah, we're going to have some fun tearing into this thing. It is also a multi-layered board, so this is going to be double trouble. And you need a good soldering iron to eliminate this. So, first thing is first, we got to get this off. I don't know if this iron's going to be enough for that, or this tip is going to be enough for that, but we shall see. Gotta wait for my iron to heat up here. Let's see if we can accelerate things just a hair. Not yet. While we wait for that to warm up, I will jump cut to when we are warmed up. Okay, I know I skipped the part here, but to answer the question, yes, the Amazon Special soldering iron can take this off, although I strongly suggest a desoldering iron to take this off because it is not fun to get this board off. So let's see what we can do about getting some caps off of this thing. That plastic can go for now. Oh, we're gonna have a fun time. This one's like glued in. Yeah, so we can see that this is absolutely glued in. The off chance a Compaq engineer comes into this chat, I'd like to hear why on earth you would glue a cap in like that. Yeah, we may have to address that before we do much of anything else, but we'll try to shoot for this one of these taller ones next. I don't know how easy that's going to be here. I really don't know how easy this is going to be. So I can't see a lead or nothing on these. Alright, we got one out, or one about to be out. I know this is recommended with desoldering wick or desoldering irons. We're just going to rock this one gently back and forth until it comes out. Maybe. I may just outright shut the video off due to embarrassment. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, I think we should do the desoldering. Some kind of desoldering agent here. Woo! That needed to be recapped. Unfortunately, Dr. Hubert Farnsworth and his smell-o-vision have not been invented yet, but rest assure you, this thing smells foul AF. So this definitely did need to be recapped. I'm glad that we're going through this. Oh, you cannot see a darn thing of what I'm doing, but let's see if we can. Now I lost my train of thought. I'm sure it was these two. Yeah, so that's definitely right. So let's see what we can do here. I do have the correct soldering tools for this coming next couple of days, so I might just wait for them to come. Oh, I got it there. I don't want that. I hope that's not bedded into the board now already. I hope I didn't do that. Sorry. No, I didn't. Okay. I like to see record myself at least doing one here. This thing does not want to let go for dear life. Or am I unsoldering the wrong component? That'd be my luck, right? That's absolutely the right component. Oh, it's almost out. Hold on. YouTuber can't direction. Yeah, this thing's starting to let some juice out, so that's yeah, she's starting to leak, so it needed to go. But we'll clean up those holes. And now we gotta figure out how this one is. Hold on, let me go look at something here. So the caps are gonna start being at an angle here, unfortunately. I'm doing it again. Sorry, folks. You know what? Let's clean this up first before we do anything else. Try to, anyway. Not going so good, but oh well. Maybe some flux will help us here. I'd like to get 2 more off. But, yeah, so the caps are at angles, so this is going to be a special kind of fun to get to these, unfortunately. Pretty sure this is the other one, but we'll see. Alright, yeah, I think we're going to do the rest of these offline, and once I get these 2 out, then we'll reassess the situation. So I'm not sure how well that comes into the old camera. Let's see if I can get this. But yeah, these 3 that I took out so far are starting to really leak some juice. So good thing we got to this when we did. Otherwise, we could have had. We may not have gotten anywhere, first of all. But we could have had something much, much worse than what we actually did have. So darn good thing. That's all I gotta have to say about that. But now I'm able to read the final cap, which is a 16-volt, 470 microfarad. I will, as soon as I actually can get this guy out, I will update the spreadsheet for you. So let me get this one out, of course, and then we'll go from there. Alright, we got a long ways to go, but we did get a good start. As you can tell, we have this one right here. Oh, I was going to update a spreadsheet, wasn't I? Hold, please. As soon as I find that weird cap. I'll have to go on DigiKey or Bowser or whoever can get this thing out faster. I got 2 caps I got to get anyway, so regardless, this wasn't going to happen tonight. Let's see. I gotta measure this thing quick, and I know I'm off camera. Well, let's, I don't even know if I'm on camera at the moment, but yeah, so this is about a 19, 18, 19, and 8. Let's say 18 and 8. Alright. So we got all our caps on the board at least here, so let's go back to screen. Those are all the caps you need. And I forgot the second from the bottom, and I just flat out couldn't read the one I just filled in here. I flat out couldn't read the values on it until I actually had that one out. This one I just flat out screwed up on, so I'm going to try and work on the other ones now that are on this little board, so wish me luck. I worked a little bit ahead here, but I'm starting to notice a trend. The caps on this board, and you can see the other 4, 5 for that matter, all have a residue on them. The ones on the smaller green board did not have that residue present, but every single cap, the negative, was near impossible to get off, and I really had to work some magic with the old soldering iron to get it to get anywhere, really. So that's a fun little conundrum that I had to work around. So I got a couple more caps. I think since I worked already on this one, I'll do that one right away. And then I got that one that I got to order, and this one, if I can even get to it. So that one may have to stay, provided it's not leaking all over the place. So that's the only downside of that. That's beyond my expertise to get access to that one without desoldering a whole lot of stuff here. So, yeah. Let me keep going at it, and we'll go from there. Alright, we got all the caps done that we can get done, minus the big 5 here. I'm going to clean this up right now before the electrolytics that leaked on these get any worse. I think I'm going to skip this cap just because I can't for the life of me see anything leaking on it, so I think it'll be okay for now. And it's beyond my expertise to try and recover that one. So it's going to be this one right here, this 25 volt, 82 microfarads. That's one of the two that's holding us up right now. I don't know how that one got overlooked, but where's the other one? Where's the other problem child? Isn't that one? Shoot, I kind of need that cap. Oh, this one right here. Yeah, and the other one definitely is leaking. The 16 volt, 470 microfarad. So yeah, I'm going to put an order with DigiKey before I go to bed tonight. Not that it matters that I have to do it right now, because ain't nobody shipping. You know, I'm just going to take some 91% rubbing alcohol, and I'm going to go do a once over on where these 5 big capacitors were. Yeah, gross. Definitely gross. So, yeah, let me clean the rest of that up. I'll get the caps that I can get in here, but beyond that, we just gotta wait for those 2, and we'll go from there. Well, it's as done as it's gonna get right now. I gotta order a couple more caps, like stated earlier in the video. I was going to potentially do the system board and all this, but some of these caps, like this one right here and this one right at the left of the screen, really took the good mood out of the whole equation here. So I'm going to do the board another night. I can't power it up anyway because I don't have any way to power it up right now, at least safely anyway, until I replace at least this cap. So I'm going to go do that right now, but lucky for the viewers at home, this is as scripted as it gets on this channel. You don't have to wait long. So, for now, we'll be back with caps shortly. Okay. As you can tell, we have 2 bags from DigiKey. And kind of got an opinion on these guys, and it's not a great one. It seems like their shipping departments got significantly slower in the last year. There's no storms or anything over there, so I can't blame the winter weather. But we have, the first cap is going to be the one we couldn't originally see, a 470 microfarad, 16 volt. Yeah. And then the last one's an 82 microfarad, 25 volt. So let's get those attached, and let's hope for the best. Soldering iron's doing its thing. And just like a standardized test, we're going to do the easy one first. I'm going to attach the 470/16 first. Get the stupid cardboard out of here. I get why it's on there. I shouldn't call it stupid. It was inappropriate for me to call it stupid, but alright, this one is somewhat marked. Yes, it's marked. This one's going to present a challenge because of its tight quarters. One side in. Now we gotta get the negative side in. Maybe I should have get that desoldering unit out. We do have a wick handy. I did not clean it up from last night's live stream though, so this might present a small challenge, but we'll get her. I think we got most of the solder out on that positive lead. I think we should do the same to the negative lead. But I need to cut some of this off, or we will after this one. Yep, that one is that one just fell right out. That's what we want. That's what we wanted, rather. I don't know if I want that now, but hopefully I'm not off of camera for too long while I'm lining this up. It is a very, very tight quarters here. Oh, look at that. That is some beautiful work there. Which you will see in about 30 seconds or less, I'm hoping. But, yeah. Look at that. Can't even tell that it's going to be a D- soldering job. Alright, that is one cap. Once we cut these here leads off, that is. Be something I should have done first, but, well, that is not quite how we do things here, apparently. Is that a cap I did? Sure enough it is. Okay, let's cut that one down too. Let's see. Should we touch these up? Probably not a bad idea. Those should be okay now. Yeah, that should be okay. God, there's still a remnant of old cap in there because I can smell it. But our next one is going to be especially fun to get to. That's going to be this, where you can see my pointer finger on the left there. This brown one. That's going to be a fun one to get my greasy little mints off of. Or onto, whatever the case might be. Cap itself is physically the correct size. But, really not a lot of room to work on this one. But since we have it, I'm going to try everything in my power, hopefully without destroying the capacitor to get, or even worse, I say not the capacitor, but get this without destroying the power brick, trying to rescue this thing. So I may have to just do a slow sip and tuck here, if you will. I don't know if I can get a desoldering wick in there, but let's try it. First, let's get rid of the old junk here first. I'll admit, it's probably another inexpensive brand from Amazon, but I will say that so far, I do like this stuff. It actually does what it's supposed to do, at least so far. Some of the junk off of there. It does get hot fast, but see if that's enough to do something. Oh, this stuff stinks. Oh, brother, I'm off camera. Well, that one is coming. But it probably is wise to continue on with the desoldering wick, and I don't think I can get my desoldering pump in there to do much of anything. I think it's just a little bit too tight of a squeeze there, so we're going to continue on with the way we were before. Let's see if I can get this where you can somewhat see it. It's going to be a challenge, but you know, we're up for challenges here on this channel, no matter how stupid or foolish they may be. I don't think there's anything really left on it. Well, heating it up nice. That's about all we're doing, but we're heating it up. All right. That one's proven to be tough, and there's really no good direction to go with it here, so we're just going to have to be patient. Oh, I'm off camera again. Probably getting pretty hot at this point. Okay, so it may be one of those that I just decide to do off of camera, depending on how much trouble this gives me. Boy, it is giving me a lot of trouble. Maybe a light dab of Flex will help cure what ails it. Oop, too much. It's got a shadow here. I don't like this. Maybe this is where we get the desoldering wick. See if it falls out now. I don't think it will, but should be considerably less solder there. Anyways. Almost. Maybe we just keep going with that. There is very, very little solder left here. Just a matter of extracting the rest of it. I think we got it all. It's just a matter of we need to extract the rest of it. Oh yeah, we should be out if we are not just about out. But we gotta keep a track on that negative side, which goes towards this way. Now the positive is out. We got one side completely out. The other side is still just a tad bit more. So let's see what we can do about that. There we go. Bye-bye. See you in heck. Cut down some aggravation right away here. We'll cut these leads a little short. We'll still have to cut them anyways, but no use in having to push all those extra leads in there. Yuck. Come on. Oh, I can't grab this now. Why can't I grab this all of a sudden? That's no good. Alright, so let's get this in. And this is a 82 microfarad, 25 volts. It's, I don't see any branding on this. I wonder if I bought a Panasonic. Hopefully I didn't buy a stupid brand, but well. We'll see. Yeah, there is just a tiny amount of solder left. So let's get rid of that. It's odd that it fell out. Well, grabbed onto something. And those holes are not quite knocked out, but we'll do this in probably not the best way, but we will do it. We will get her. I am determined. It's just that one side, but it was preventing the other side from going in. Okay, odd. Well, I don't ask questions, but anywho, what is this other cap? The 82 microfarad. It doesn't have a... Oh, yeah, it is a Panasonic. Okay. That's alright. Panasonics are perfectly fine for this application. Oh, well, that's not good for you. Well, that's what you get for not bending your leads over prior to. Hopefully that doesn't make it harder to cut that later. But, let's see here. The cap's perfectly fine otherwise, so let's get the rest of this back together. Oh, did I get it? Must... think we got it. We'll clip it off and make sure. All right, I'm checking this off camera because I can't. That's the best I can do for vision wise right now. But that is all the caps that we're going to replace on it. There's one that I am going to omit just because I can't physically get to it without a lot of extra work. It's not leaking in any way, shape, or form, so I am going to play judgment call with that one and just leave it. But now we have the fun task of getting this stupid shield or grounding shield back on. As soon as I figure out how to do that. And some people may suggest you should test it before you do this. And, well, I'm not sure if this component is critical to that or not, so I'm going to get it back together. And we'll just get this done as right as we can here. So this needs to slide in. Doesn't have no fuss, no muss, right? All right, I'm going to stop the camera for this one, and then once we get this board attached, then we'll come back. All right, we are back together. Let's see if what I can do to. So we may have ourselves a smoke test here in about 30 seconds. You know what? I need a power cord if I'm going to make that happen. So let's make that happen. And that is a Mickey Mouse. Now the right power cord would be a help here. Find one that's loose here, and no. Rather than make you folks all wait, we'll just stop this again and start it when we have one. Back again. We found a power cord that is not in frame, but it is appropriate for the perfectly appropriate. I was tempted to fire this up outside, but all right. 3, 2, 1. Don't like that squealing, but at least it powers up. The orange light on top does not go up, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're in trouble here or anything. But regardless, what does the orange light do? Oh, the orange light indicates a charging battery, according to this, so I think we're okay, but it does power on. Unfortunately, I don't have a computer to put it onto, so that's where this is going to end for now. I'll get it back together off camera. But at this point, yeah, if you have any questions or comments or constructive criticism, and I'm sure there'll be plenty on that final category, please put it in the comments section. Please like the video if you like it. Dislike, you know, you gotta hit that button twice. So, again, thank you for watching. I will put the cap values in the comments and description as well, just because there's a lot of them, and I'm always going to get asked, so the more places I can point you to, the better. So, again, thank you for watching. On to the next video, which is hopefully putting the LTE 286 back together, and at least testing that. So, thank you for watching. Have a good one.